What's up, gamers? Instead of just writing down my thoughts, I thought I'd put it into like a little video essay to share my thoughts and ideas about my experiences with Monster Hunter Wilds. So I put about 115 hours into the game so far. I'm on rank 40, so playing 6-star quests at the moment. I beat Gormagala, so I'm taking my time with it. Just to give a bit of context into things, my first game was with Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on the PSP back in the day, and I played that completely offline. So I got about 350 hours into the game, but I remember getting to a point where it just got too hard. I just couldn't get any further with it because I just found it too hard. And then I had to sort of give it up. And then my next entry into the franchise was Monster Hunter Rise, which I played on Nintendo Switch, and I've put about 600 hours into that. And I found that game to be excellent. Like, it still is my favorite Monster Hunter game. The combat mechanics are amazing, and I really like the art style as well, the sort of Japanese influenced art style of the game. World is probably my least favorite. I put about 280 hours into it, and it was, yeah. I also got to a point where it got too hard with the last. I got right to the end of it. It was difficult to get there because there was lots of walls that I had to break through. But yeah, the final Fatalis and all those, and all Alatrion, I think it is. I couldn't beat them. They're just too hard, and I gave up. It was a similar story with Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, which I played on the Switch. Also a great game. I put up nearly 200 hours into it, and then I'm not even on master rank yet. I think I'm on higher rank, and it got too hard. So I was just like, these missions take too long, and it's too hard. So with Wilds, I've been hearing a lot of things about it being too easy, and I can see why that would be the case. Like, especially if you're playing multiplayer, because I remember when I got to certain barriers in Monster Hunter Rise, I would go online and I would get people to team up with me to help me take down something that I couldn't do on my own. I did that a few times, but yeah, I might have been able to get to the end of the game on my own solo. I don't know, but so far with Wilds, I actually think the difficulty, especially for offline players, is excellent. Actually, for a number of reasons. I mean, first of all, like, this is lower rank and higher rank. It's going to be easier anyway, so it's going to get harder when the expansion comes out. And for me, just being a little bit harder would be the sweet spot, really. Maybe it's a little bit too easy, but at the same time, I'm sort of enjoying other parts of it, like how the quests don't take that long. They take about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And at first I thought that was a flaw in the game, because I was like, oh, the monsters are dying so quickly. But for the last 10 hours, what I've been doing is just trying different weapons, because usually the big hurdle with trying different weapons in the old Monster Hunter games is you have to start from scratch, right? You have to be like, oh, I need to get all the materials. I need to do loads of hunts to get the best, sword and shield, or lance or longsword, or whatever. And it takes hours. It takes so long to get all the different parts, because trying a new weapon, you like to make it even a viable thing. You first need to upgrade it all, and that takes ages. So yesterday I was thinking. So far in Wilds, I've mostly been using the lance. Actually, quite surprised about that. I'm usually a longsword mains. Longsword is usually my go-to weapon, but for most of my run so far, I've been using the lance. And then yesterday, I felt like just changing up a bit. I thought, let's just try sword and shield. It's basic, I know, but I like basic weapons. So I thought, okay, well, let's just. Before I really commit to sword and shield, I want to just upgrade everything. So get every sword and shield weapon available. And yeah, because the quests are so quick, I found it really, really easy to just get all the swords and shields done. So I do a Rathalos swords and shield. All right, I have to do like 1 or 2 Rathalos quests, and then I get the parts that I need to make that sword, and then I make the next sword, do a couple of hunts, and then before too long, I've completely maxed out all the sword and shield inventory. And now I'm thinking it's okay. It's actually pretty easy, pretty not easy, but casual. It isn't, and then you can experiment with more different weapon types. Now I'm thinking, actually, I want to try maxing out all my hammers. I've never bothered with hammers before. I think in the past I picked it up a few times and I thought this weapon's not for me. And if I really wanted to get invested in this weapon, it'll be such a time sink of hunting for materials. But now I'm thinking, actually, it'll probably only take me about 4 hours or so to get all of the hammers, and then I can play with hammers. It's an option. And like being able to change out weapons, I think it's really cool. So at the moment, I'm doing a set of longsword, a water element longsword, and a fire element sword and shield. So I can just swap them out according to what monster I'm fighting at the time. And yeah, I'm really enjoying being able to switch out the weapons, because sometimes with a certain monster, a long sword might be too cumbersome or whatever, so then I can switch to the sword and shield. Or maybe if I want to attack the monster's tail, I can switch out to the long sword. And I'm thinking maybe when I do the hammer, I can make a lance and hammer build, and then yeah, it'll be a more versatile experience of hunting, because I'm used to just having a longsword and not bothering with anything else. So yeah, whether or not Wilds will turn out to be my favorite Monster Hunter game of all time, I don't know yet, because that is still Rise. But I'm excited to see where the franchise goes with Wilds, and excited for the DLC and all that stuff as well. But I want to take my time with it, and I want to try new weapons. This is the first time in a Monster Hunter game where I've actually wanted to do that. Usually I just want to just sort of not blast through it, but just master one weapon. But now I'm like, yeah, let's learn more weapons, man. That's what it's about. So yeah, that's my thoughts about Wild so far. I'm just taking my time with it, having a good time. And yeah, catch you all later, and have you have a nice day as well. Happy hunting.